Hello and welcome to a special trending topic segment of the August 2022 Fraser Valley edition of the Presale Pulse. I'm Ryan Lalonde.
And I'm Brittany Reimer.
And now the Presale Pulse covers both the presale and resale market performance data and insights. But today we're going to discuss something that's been on the minds of our viewers. Now, Britt, we've been spending a lot of time recently talking about the shifts in our market that are taking place. And while it's really important to stay informed on month-to-month developments, it's also important to take a step back and get a clear picture of how market cycles actually work. And specifically, we want to talk about what a typical market cycle looks like in real estate throughout 2022 and how this has changed over time.
Absolutely, and this is a great topic, Ryan. One we don't see often being discussed enough. Key difference to us is that the speed which information travels is having a large impact on modern day market cycles. Today's buyers are increasingly well informed with access to a large, diverse informational diet that allows them much more sophistication in that decision-making process. As a result of that, it's being shown in the numbers, which is the acceleration in both the velocity and amplifies the ups and downs of our market cycles. That said, we always know that a good product and well-established development partner will always perform well, regardless of market cycles.
So because there is near instantaneous dissemination through mediums like social media, market sentiment is changing at a faster and faster rate based on headlines. Now, in the industry, there is often this mention of the 7-year cycle in real estate. In our view, the days of 7-year cycles are over. We are now in this era much closer to a 3-year cycle as it feels.
Yeah, absolutely. And an example of this is, in the past, if troubling economic news occurred overseas, you could probably potentially sit and contemplate it, including the potential consequences of that news and what your next move will be.
Now, in today's market, geopolitics has become not only relevant, but extremely important, with overnight news having an immediate impact on markets. The war in Ukraine is a really good example of this. When the Ukrainian war began, we felt those impacts from buyer sentiment and buyer confidence almost instantaneously.
Absolutely, and another good example of this is what happened at the end of the 90s in the US when stock market bubble took nearly 3 years to correct. In a crash is what we know as the dotcom crash. In comparison, this year the S&P 500 shrunk roughly 20% to its low in May, more than half the size of the entire 2000 to 2002 crash in just a few months.
Exactly, Britt. And to your point there, in many ways, the explosion in available information is both a blessing and a curse. On one hand, we are always encouraging our viewers to stay informed through balanced and well-informed channels, like our own, of course, and in order to make the best possible decision. But on the other hand, we also have seen in other markets the effect of sometimes being an overpronounced exuberance of pessimism about the market. And with the speed of market changes at such a brisk pace, there is more pressure now than at any time to snap. There's more pressure now than at any time previously to make snap and reactionary decisions, whether out of fear of loss or fear of missing out.
Yeah, and the unfortunate reality is that when these decisions are made without enough time for deep thought and consideration, room for unintended consequences actually creeps back in.
This is just so true, and that's why we've been advocating for several months now for our viewers to take a holistic view of our marketplace today.
Yeah, and if our viewers want more information on why buyers and long-term outlooks have historically performed extremely well in our market, make sure not to miss our other trending topic discussion where we dive deeper into the exact numbers.
I actually love the link below if you have an opportunity to watch that video. What we talk about is 3-year segments, 3-year cycles, and how 3-year timelines in pre-sale typically have resulted in appreciating assets.
Yeah, so relevant for today.
Now, I think that wraps up our trending topic segment. We hope you found some value in today's episode. MLA Advisory Team is, of course, active in every major market across Canada and is digging deep into some of the micro trends happening right now. It's our goal to provide our viewers with actionable intelligence and to stay real estate intelligent. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next month.